meetings. I have had no requests for people to speak Welsh today, so this meeting will be conducted in English only. Members in the chamber, please be aware that we are all on camera and that you may be visible on screen when people around you are speaking, and please remember to speak clearly into your microphones. Members taking part remotely, can you please refrain from using the chat function and instead use the raised hand icon to indicate when you'd like to speak. Please remember to keep your microphone muted when you're not talking. Moving on to the agenda, we go straight into agenda item 1, which is attendance and apologies. Chris, we got any apologies, please?
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, we've had apologies from Councillor Linda Clarkson.
Thank you, Chris. Agenda item 2, declarations of interest. Members, do you have any interest to declare? No. Okay, thank you, members. We go straight into agenda item 3, which is minutes of the Statutory Licensing Committee, 24th the 11th, 22, which is on pages 3 to 8 of your agenda pack. Members, could you please possibly state whether you have anything to raise in relation to the minutes? If not, I will take them as approved. Okay, thank you, members. We go straight to agenda item 4, which is approval of proposed fees 2023-24 gambling and film classifications, which is on pages 7 to 20 of your agenda pack. Claire Howells, Team Manager, Licensing and Trading Standards, could you please deliver the report?
Thank you, Chair. I will just share my screen for members. Are you able to see my screen?
Oh, here we go. Yes.
Thank you. So the purpose of the report for Statutory Licensing Committee this morning is to seek approval for the proposed fees for gambling and film classifications for 23-24. Certain licensing fees are deemed to be non-statutory in that local authorities can determine what or whether to charge. This report refers to the licence fees in respect of the statutory licences falling to the authority for determination, those being Gambling Act fees and film classifications. The background and methodologies around licence fee setting have previously been used to determine a range of licence fees agreed by this committee. The calculated costs that have been used are based on budgeted salary costs for 23-24, in line with the Council's medium-term service and financial plan. Central service apportionments and direct costs such as IT systems, etc. are based on the 21-22 actual costs or confirmed costs. Under the Constitution, the setting of fees levied for licences falls to the Licensing Committee for determination. Section 4 of the report provides an overview of the general fee setting principles that are used in the determination of licence fees. For each licence type, there are 3 main elements that are calculated, that are the underpinning costs, the specific licence steps relating to each type of licence from initial advice through to the administration and approval of the licence, and the hourly operational cost to the authority for each officer. The actual cost of each underpinning activity and specific licence step is calculated using the hourly rate, thereby ensuring that each licence applicant pays a fair licence fee, depending on the time taken to process and deliver each type of licence. Section 4.2 of the report refers to the fees for gambling. The proposed gambling licence fees are attached as Appendix 1, and a comparison table with neighbouring authorities is attached at Appendix 2. 4.2.4 of the report provides an overview of the number of gambling premises which are currently licensed in Torfaen. So we have 8 betting premises licenses, 3 adult gaming centre licenses and 2 bingo licenses. The impact of the proposed licence fees will depend on the number of licences affected. 4.2.5 of the report gives an overview of the annual fees for the number of licences that we currently have in Torfaen at the moment. 4.3 of the report refers to the fees for film classifications. Under the Licensing Act 2003, local authorities may be asked to classify films for viewing. This authority has never received a request for the classification of a film, but other authorities in Wales have, and it therefore seems prudent to have a fee structure in place should that request be received. The calculated fees are based on estimated timings, allowing for different lengths and different types of films. However, these would need to be reviewed on the basis of experience should an application be received. The proposed film classification licence fees are attached as Appendix 3. Many neighbouring authorities do not currently have fees set for this function. However, a comparison with the fees set by Blaenau Gwent County Borough Council are attached at Appendix 4 of the report. 4.4 of the report gives a general overview of fee setting. Members are therefore asked to approve the proposed statutory licensing fees falling to this committee for determination for Gambling Act and film classifications, or should they not approve the proposed fees, state the reasons for not doing so. Thank you, Chair. That's my report.
Okay, thank you, Claire. Right, members, have you got any questions or comments to make on the report? No? Good. Okay, thanks. The recommendations are on page 11 of your agenda. Members, do you agree with the recommendations? Anybody against? Anybody abstaining? No. Okay then, thanks, members. Agenda item 5 is date of the next meeting. Apparently we haven't got a date set as yet. So I'll go straight on to agenda item 6, which is exclusion of press and public. And apologies all, I've got to read through this legal statement yet again. So members need to agree the exclusion of the press and public from the meeting as presentations and meeting papers are not for publication because in accordance with paragraphs 12 and 14 of Part 4 of Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972 as amended by the Access to Information Variation Order Wales 2007, it contains information about a particular individual and information relating to the financial and business affairs of particular persons, including the council, and in all the circumstances of the case, the public interest in maintaining the exemptions outweighs the public interest in disclosing the information. Do we agree to the exclusion of press and public? Yes. Anybody against? Okay. So you can stop recording now, please, Chris.